Welcome to Living Real Life Outdoors. From turkey tails and trout trails to tall tines and tailwaters. An outdoor audio magazine podcast focusing on hunting, fly fishing, product reviews, sponsor ads, fly tying, fly casting, archery, firearms too. Interviews with outdoors men and women in hunting and fishing stories. We are men and women who love the outdoors. We are stewards of the land and conservationists of the wildlife we pursue. Deep in the wilderness of the outdoors, doing what he loves to do. This is your host, Legends of the Outdoors Board of Directors, Donnie Conway.
Hey, it's Billy. What's up?
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna move it out here just a little bit. All right, guys, welcome to the show, and this is episode 11, and I am with Master Fly Tyer, Billy Edgar from St. James, Missouri, and he is in Mountain Home. Is that correct, Billy?
Mountain Home, Arkansas. Yep.
And you are at the Sowbug International, isn't that what they call that?
The International Sowbug Roundup is what it's called, 2026.
And so you're having a heck of a time then, right?
Oh, buddy, it's been crazy down here. We've had 120 different tires from 11 different states. We've had dinners. We did a tour of the Wapsie factory last night, so we got to see where all that stuff is made and shipped out, and that was just fascinating if you're in the fly tying world anyway. Today we tied again this afternoon. Seems to be that a lot of my crawdads are a hit right now. So we tied a lot of crawdads yesterday and today.
You said that your crawdads are a hit. So everybody's are they wanting you to tie them some or what?
Well, they've been watching how I tie them, and so I give them a sample every time I finish. But I've been doing both pine squirrel. Using pine squirrel zocker strips, and then I'm using rabbit zocker strips as well. One's a little bit bigger than the other one, so we've been doing both of those. A lot of the guys from the Jeff City, the Capital City fly fishers were down here as well, so they kind of hung out with me a little bit, and so it was good seeing all those guys, and hopefully we can get together and do a little tying event or a video or something with them.
Well, that's kind of cool. We're doing this, guys, on a test run. We're actually on Google Meet, and I wanted to try to do this to see how it turns out and catch Billy down there. So if it works out, then I know we can do this in the future. But I done ordered me a phone so I can do actual call-ins too with the phone, and just put in a picture if they don't have Zoom or don't know how to do Zoom or Greet or whatever, That way I'm covered both ways. And Dan kind of taught me how to do this Greet and Zoom. But I was hoping maybe get the picture bigger. We'll have to check out Zoom and see if it'll do that next time around. But Billy, are you, so you're now on your crawdad, are you using that red squirrel or the red fox squirrel?
Not yet, dude. I'm getting ready to use those on the Clouser crawdad. I'm going to use that fox squirrel tail on there.
Are you?
But I've just been doing just a little piece of chenille and some zocker strips. And I think we tied them one time in one of our tying classes up there at the shop as well. But I had to request to tie it again at the shop whenever they come in again. So
I remember
we have to revisit that.
I remember when you showed me the fox squirrel tail that you did, and that looked really cool.
I also figured out how to use a mallard duck feather as well to do the claws on that crawdad as well too.
Oh, really?
So it's a little trickier, but it looks pretty realistic.
Well, out of all the crawdads that I have seen, yours probably looks the most realistic of any of them that I've seen.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, hopefully you can catch a fish with it.
Well, I think you'll do fine with it. You've yet to give me one to try, so. but that would be one to try down at Taneycoma. So when I get a chance to go back down there again.
Yeah, I'll do a bunch of those for that. That's worth it.
So now, who all have you got to meet? I know you said you met Davey Watton and
Davey Watton was here.
he's
met
from
the
and he's
owner,
from Bloody
met
Mail,
the owner.
and he's
Oh,
from
yeah.
Bloody Wales, mate.
Yeah, he did a really cool seminar today on the history of fly tying, and so about an hour-long seminar, and he kind of presented all of his history of what he did, and then he brought some of his entire collection of wet flies, and they're going to be auctioned off tonight at the big shindig that we're having, some big party for all of everybody that's attended the Sowbug Roundup.
That's pretty cool. You guys did a dinner last night too?
Yeah, they had a little party for us for all the Tyers, and so we all got together, met each other, talked a little bit, and they had some barbecue for us, and then they gave us a registration package, and we got a nice little sample pack from the Wapsie factory, so we got some little freebies from there. So yeah, it's a pretty good time so far.
You texted pictures of when you did that Wapsie tour. Was that boxes of mop flies?
I deliberately went straight into Wapsie looking for the mop fly selection in that picture just for you.
And I made mention, I said, does that box say the Mop Fly Mafia?
Yep. Every color you could possibly imagine, dude.
Really?
I hit the mother load, yep. I hit it just for you.
Wow.
And Dan, of course.
Yeah, Dan. Yeah, that's a real winner with Dan, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I bet you the Mop Fly Mafia t-shirts would sell good in here.
Oh, dude, we gotta do that. We've got to do that.
But, so now you're doing a dinner tonight too, right?
Yeah, we've got a dinner tonight, and then so that's kind of like the big I don't know, the big main dinner, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up and run over to Cotter, Arkansas. There's a nice little restaurant to have some breakfast underneath that big ridge down there, and over there in Cotter, and so we'll do a breakfast there. Probably check out a couple fly shops in the morning. And then I have a seminar with the Fly Fishers International tomorrow afternoon with becoming a fly tying instructor.
Now you said you're packing up and moving out or coming back tomorrow evening, right?
Yeah, that little seminar goes to about 3 tomorrow, and then I'll be on my way back to.
So now is it over? Or does it still run into Sunday or?
No, it goes. It's over for the day, but then tomorrow it goes. I think from 9 to 4 tomorrow as well. And it's just the Tyers and the vendors down here have just been unreal, man. They've got some really cool vendors in this place, and so unfortunately I had to spend a little bit of money, but that's okay. It's a good problem to have as well, I guess.
Is that
some cool stuff?
Is that a big convention center they do that in?
So it's on the Baxter County Fairgrounds down in Mountain Home.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so it's like their main I don't know, reception building or.
Gotcha.
It's a big meeting building. It's pretty big.
Is it? So how many vendors you think's down there?
Probably I'd say 20 or 30. And when I say vendors, we're not just talking about somebody selling a couple feathers from behind the table. I mean, they have like these huge commercial displays of all these different companies and fly shops and
So now there's probably
materials.
guides and everything else in there too, right?
You can get anything you want.
So
in there.
you
There's
got
guides, everything.
really? So you're like so then they got actually more booths, right? Than just 30.
Yeah. So they have the entire outside or the inside edge of the building is completely vendors, and then the inside of the room they have a table set up for all the Tyers to sit.
I got you.
And then so say somebody comes in and they want to watch, and they can pull up a chair in front of you and watch you tie your fly.
Oh, that's
and they
cool.
can talk to you and pick your brain a little bit. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So has that been your main one, the crawdad, or you said you was going to do the Royal
Crawdad
Wolf too?
and Royal Wolf.
The Royal Wolf
is becoming pretty popular as well. Yeah, that's that one I did down there in that contest last summer.
Yeah.
And so I've done a few of those. I'm trying to do, changing up a little bit, trying to do a little variant of that too, something kind of like called a grizzly wolf and a gray wolf. So we're doing those as well.
Yeah, that I've heard about this Sowbug Roundup for, I don't know, 4 or 5
big deal.
years. But I've never got the chance to go. Maybe next year.
Well, next year you can plan on, I don't know who they're going to have, but they always have big nationally known fly tyers, come in from all over the United States. The last couple of years they've had Tim Plegler, who has like 100 billion subscribers on YouTube. He has so many, he's like the rock star of the fly tying world on YouTube. He's been there. The dude from Mad River Outfitters was here yesterday. You had to tell me with his name. I don't remember, but I know Mad River Outfitters. They had a little presentation of a mural that they painted over here for Davey Whitlock, who is kind of the fly fishing god down here. So a little bit of everything. It's been like a huge celebration the last couple of days, and then tomorrow I'll wrap it up, and they'll be done about 4 o'clock, and that'll be it till next year.
Oh. So now, have you met any other guys besides the Davey Watton, as far as celebrity type guys?
No, Davey Watton, he was there this afternoon. I've been really too busy trying to make my, going around everybody. Like I said, I've been talking to a lot of people, and the Jeff City guys, I spent a lot of time with those today, and
we're really
we're pretty cool.
That's cool. Which has those guys been down here for fly time? Jeff City guys?
Some of them have, yeah. Some of them have. Hopefully, I was talking to them, trying to get them all to come down and do another fly tying night there at the shop, and so they're all pretty enthused about that. Some of the guys that were there today, I've met one time when I went up there to their meeting. A couple of others have been into the shop for the tying classes, and then I know yesterday that among all those people, like I think there were 1,500 people yesterday, and then I heard my name being yelled across the room, like, who in the world knows me? It's one of those guys from Jeff City.
Now this is your first time there, isn't it?
So this is my second time down here. The first time I came down about 3 or 4 years ago, just to kind of check it all out and see what it was all about. But then I was still teaching and stuff, so I didn't really have time to get all involved with it. We're now, though, we're with the shop, and I'm retired now, so I'm gung-ho with this stuff, man, and this is what I love doing. So.
Well, hey, we're going to take a little short break here, guys, and we'll be right back with Billy down in Mountain Home, Arkansas at the Sowbug Roundup. Hey, guys. Welcome to the commercial part of this Living the Real Life Outdoors. I'm Donnie Conway, your host. As everybody knows already, this is coming in episode 11. I like to do little in commercials of product that I like to use. And I have recently gotten into, it's getting close to turkey season, and I bought a couple wing bones, handcrafted wing bones. And I don't have them on me, but I'll do them in another commercial. And then I've ordered some trumpets. I'll have 4 different trumpets. I got one coming in now. I just got one from a young guy down in Florida, kind of southwest of Daytona, and then the other 2 came from Kentucky. This particular one I'm getting ready to show you. It's but I'm going to show you the lanyards. A guy in St. Louis made these lanyards for the calls, for the trumpets. Beautiful, beautiful lanyards. These are leather, and you can kind of see the little feather trinkets that he puts on them. But it's all leather. He makes them up really beautiful. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably end up getting a couple more just for the simple fact, when I'm doing my podcast, I can hang my little lavalier mics on the end of these, put them around my neck, and it's hanging at perfect level, for the mic. I mean, I've got the little clip-on deals, but these would be great. I mean, perfect. Just clip them onto the little loop here. But these are, how much did I pay for these? I forget. I'm thinking they were $30 a piece because I bought 3 of them. And all was 100. It might have been more than that. I'm not sure. I don't remember what they were. But and that was with shipping too. But anyway, guys, these are super nice. And you can find him on Facebook. I think it's Steve's Custom Lanyards, I think is what it is. But I got 3 of them. This is the brown and black. And the one I got over here is solid brown. And this is on one of the trumpets that I got. And I just got this trumpet in. Beautiful trumpet. See, that's how the lanyard fits on that. You see how that really works. Works nice. I need to start really practicing on these trumpets. It's been a long time since I've used one. Anyway, yeah, I need to practice. Been a long time. But anyway, guys, this is, I think he makes the mouthpiece out of acrylic. And then he makes his own rubber, or I guess it's rubber, yeah, kind of rubber material. The lip stopper. And he has his own little piece in between the wood and the acrylic. But this is African ebony or African blackwood, however you want to consider it. Really beautiful. I mean, he does a super good job. And then the other one I got, the other iron or African ebony, and you can see how pretty that is. It's really a pretty trumpet. The other one is made out of you can see that's a beautiful call. The other one, the other African ebony, has kind of a similar, only he's got his company engraved on the little brass piece, and it is buffalo horn mouthpiece, and then his own style stopper, lip stopper, and then also got a ironwood from him. And the ironwood has the same, his little signature company thing on the brass piece. And then the mouthpiece on it is a rare walrus tusk. Very super beautiful trumpet. And I'll be showing y'all later on another podcast commercial. And then I've got another one on order. And the 2 wing bones I got are super beautiful too. But I got another trumpet on order. Or as a matter of fact, it was shipped yesterday. And the guy, it's made out of ivory tusk, the mouthpiece. Then he has a red or white and black type cork as the lip stopper. And as it comes down in the wood, he did a twist of engraving in the wood. It's really kind of neat. And it's all the way around. He said it was a little bit sharper twist than the previous ones that he made. It takes him about 3 months, he said, to make one. And at the very end of the trumpet, on like, totally opposite sides, he does hand, what do you call it, like a hand engraved checkering. And he does that all by hand, like like on the grip of a rifle or nice shotguns where they do the checkering. but he did it on both sides, and it's beautiful. I can't wait to see it in person, but it's super beautiful. Anyway, guys, that's kind of what I wanted to do for the commercial. You guys know I like presenting my stuff that I like to use and new products that I'm trying out. And if you've never used a wing bone or a trumpet, it's a totally different type of turkey calling. You're sucking in instead of like with a mouth call you're blowing out, or a box call you're using the lid, and then your slate and glass calls you're using a striker on it. This is totally different. You just totally different. And you can see I need practice. So turkey season's coming up. I'm gonna need to practice a little bit. This might be my practice one right here, my practice piece. Be a perfect one to practice on. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this little section, and we will get back to the second portion of this podcast with Mr. Billy Edgar, and he is down in Mountain Home, Arkansas at the Sowbug Roundup. See you later. Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. We're with Billy Edgar, Master Fly Tyer, and he is in Mountain Home, Arkansas at the Sowbug Roundup. And Billy, what are you guys doing for dinner tonight? I'm already hungry, man.
They haven't told us what we're having yet, so hopefully it's something really good.
So your meals are included with this whole deal?
Everything's pretty much paid for, because since we're coming down, they do a lot of fundraisers, a lot of raffles, they make a lot of money at this thing. So they pretty much take care of all the tires. The tires don't have to pay anything except their hotel.
Really?
And,
That's
so
a pretty
everything else
good
is
deal.
pretty much covered for us.
Maybe maybe we can con Caleb into coming down with you next year.
Maybe we'll have to see about that.
The two of you since you both are master tires, you guys would have a ball down there, man.
He's one of those mop fly enthusiasts. I'm not sure how that would go over down here.
Well, you know
I didn't
what?
see it.
He does get on other flies too.
He does pretty cool stuff, yeah.
But yeah, mop fly is his big thing. You haven't seen any mop flies down there?
Dude, they're not allowed in the building.
Really? Are you kidding?
He said no mop flies. A woolly bugger is almost banned from this building as well.
Really?
So that's another one, yeah.
So then squirmy worm's not allowed either?
Oh, buddy, I wouldn't even say that word in there.
So
that's not good.
So we need to put you in a Mop Fly Mafia t-shirt to go down next year.
I don't know about all that. I'm trying to build a reputation down here. I wanted to scare everybody off.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
It was really cool. It was really cool to see the Wapsie facility last night. I was amazed about all of the,
Was that rabbit fur or deer fur?
On what?
Deer hide. Was that deer hide or rabbit hide? The hide.
Oh, we were walking on deer hides in the upstairs of that building.
Oh, really?
Factory there.
Wow.
Yeah, they just have like probably 4 foot thick layers of deer hides laying out everywhere that they've cut pieces out of, and they can't use the rest of it.
Oh, really?
And so they've used it. They've laid it all down on the floor for to walk on it, but then they use it for a lot of their storage and a lot of their drying area, and a lot of marabou was kept up there, and then a lot of elk. I saw a lot of elk hair, a lot of elk mane.
So now a lot of their elk hairs for like your elk hair caddis and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah. They took us to the dyeing room where they dye all the material at, and that was just fascinating to me.
Really?
I mean, just to see that's their own recipes. They do all of it, and there's these huge washing machines. They put all the material in, and they dump some chemicals in there, and can't really say I don't know really how safe it would be health-wise to work there, but that would definitely be a place I would like to work.
So they were doing all different colors of stuff.
Oh Yeah. They said they can do 1,500 bucktails a day
Wow.
in one of those things, and they can't keep the bucktails because apparently they said that there was a deal up in New York, and they're using some bucktail for some sort of hat in New York.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and so the bucktail's becoming very, very difficult to get anymore, and they can't. They said they'll buy them from local hunters and stuff, but they still have to be treated and
Dried out. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a couple drying rooms, and they had a couple drying rooms, and they were full of bucktails. They were drying, and they had bleached them yesterday, and so they were letting them dry last night.
So now they have rabbit fur. Was there rabbit fur in them pictures too?
There's rabbit. Yeah, there's rabbit. There's also ostrich, elk, moose, everything you can imagine.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool place.
It's amazing what you can tie a fly out of,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I don't know. Just the marabou. They said a lot of their stuff comes in white, like the strung marabou. It gets strung together in China, of course.
Yeah.
And but so when it comes to them, it's strung together, but it's all white, and then they dye it there at the factory.
Gotcha. So now, what'd you say was going on tomorrow's itinerary?
Tomorrow I'm going over to Cotter, Arkansas, which is about maybe 15 minutes from here.
Yeah,
and,
Cotter's pretty close.
So it sets right on the White River, and there's a huge bridge that goes over the town, and it's just a gorgeous little place. Big spring comes up right in the middle of it.
They said it's pretty over there.
Yeah,
now
gorgeous little place. It has a really good breakfast restaurant right there.
Isn't that where Davey Watten's from too, in Cotter?
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
Does he guide for Gaston's over there?
I'm not sure if he guides for Gaston's. I'm sure I know he guides somewhere. He used to own his own tying material factory until Wapsie bought him out.
Yeah, that was when he lived in Wales.
Yeah.
In bloody Wales.
Yeah. Bloody Wales.
He said he was only 2.5 hours from the Hardy manufacturer in England.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Hardy, House of Hardy. Well, it's Hardy for fly fishing now, but yeah, he said he wasn't very far from there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's kind of. So, are you guys eating? Do they cater in, or do you go to actual restaurant to eat?
Last night, or when was it? Night before last, when I got down here, they actually cooked. They had barbecues and stuff for some burgers and brats and stuff. Tonight, I have a feeling it's gonna be catered. It's gonna be a bigger event tonight, I think. Dinner and auctions.
So they're gonna do it in the building itself.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They'll have it in the building down there. It's big enough for all that. And so it's a big deal.
So probably one of the local restaurants is going to cater to that then.
I don't know.
They probably get a big contract on that, I'm sure.
Maybe. It's a pretty big deal. There'll be a lot of people there, I'm sure.
So how many? You said today was a lot of people coming through when you texted me. What do you figure? What do you figure? A couple thousand coming through there?
I think yesterday they probably had about 1,500. Today I would say at least double that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
easily. And today was a Friday. A lot of these tires though, they're driving in from Colorado. I talked to a guy. In fact, I had dinner with a guy from New York the other night. He was Tyer. He was a featured Tyer today, so he's has his own separate tying times in his own separate room. Seminar room.
Oh wow.
And so he's kind of a big deal. And so I was kind of lucked into talking to him and sit down and start talking. And that's who that was.
So now, when people come to watch you, are they already experienced Tyers, or are they just newbies like myself and coming in to watch?
Some are newbies. Some are actual other instructors in other areas. There's just everybody. I've had a couple little kids. I've had I don't know. I've had members of today I had one from the Northwest Arkansas fly fishers.
Yeah.
He came in to check out the crawdad, and So yeah, it's a little bit of everybody.
So, did they have any kids, young kids tying, or?
One little girl yesterday, she was sitting next to me, so she intimidated me a little bit. So I moved.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Was she good?
Her daddy was sitting right next to her, and he was the main event for the day.
Oh, no kidding. So she was pretty good then.
Well, she was all right. I didn't move, but I was watching her. She's pretty cool.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good.
You can tell who her daddy was, so she's pretty cool.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I know Caleb's teaching his daughter how to tie too. So
yeah, my grandson's only 3, and I'm getting ready to start teaching him some things.
Well, hey, man. I guess we're gonna cut this out of here. What time you got to leave?
I'm supposed to be over there at 6 tonight, so I'll probably get over there. I'll leave here about 5:30 or so.
Yeah, it's 4:45. You probably need to freshen up or something.
Oh, you know that, man. Got to put a pretty face on.
Well, hey, buddy, it's good talking to you, and glad you're having a good time down there.
Yeah, it's been a blast, man.
Hopefully this video is going to turn out pretty cool. We'll find out and see how it goes.
I'm holding you to it, man. I'm going to start charging appearance fees.
But the Spotify is really doing great as far as equalizing everything. So I'm thinking picking you up pretty good on it. And you probably can't see the video. Well, you might be able to see the video camera. It's right here. You can see my hand.
Yeah, I see that little picture there down in the corner. Yeah.
And I got it zoomed right in on you, man. So I told Dan, I said I wish I could get a bigger picture, but it's probably because that's the size of your phone.
Yeah.
So it's actually just a phone pic. Yeah. Because when we were doing it on his and on mine, see, I'm on my laptop and he was showing me how to do it. It was given the whole picture, so I'm assuming it's because you're on your phone is why it's on the website.
That could be.
But, well, hey, man, it's nice talking to you. Enjoy the rest of the evening and tomorrow, and be safe coming back home.
All right, will do, man. Good talking to you.
All right.
Take care.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank y'all for listening and watching. Living real life outdoors. Hoping you were more informed and educated on hunting, fly fishing, product reviews, hunting and fishing interviews from men and women of the outdoors. Archery and firearms too. Remember, we are stewards of the land and conservationists of the wildlife. Pass it rude and take a care, or someone else takes a miss. Living real life outdoors. From your host. Until next time. Keep your guns on.